Yo, what's happening? I was working from home today and just sitting around writing for our book. And I just kind of looked around and saw some of the things that people have given to me over the past few years, or, well, really, I mean, over a long time. There's too much stuff to even to count. But every now and then, people who are viewers of either of Mega 64 or this channel or whatever, just give me stuff out of just kindness, and it always like kind of blows me away. It's kind of always hard to know what to do in response to that. So I always feel like kind of a dick because sometimes people give me stuff and it's just like, yeah, thanks. And I don't feel like I conveyed the proper amount of gratitude, you know what I mean? Because it's just like you get blindsided by the most generous thing that's ever happened to you. But specifically, this last game days, I was just given all kinds of really cool stuff, and it just really like, sometimes you get like locked up in your own work, or even just kind of trapped in your own head, thinking like, oh God, this thing isn't done yet. It should have been done sooner, or it's not good enough, or it's not whatever, and you feel like because you're kind of in your own head, you're away from other people, you're kind of disconnected. You feel like maybe you've lost your connection to other people, but then somebody does something that nice. They give you something really special. It's like, oh, like I didn't even, yeah, I didn't know you were thinking about me. You know what I mean? It's really, I don't know, it's really flattering. This is going to be probably a mushy video, but whatever. I'm not, consider yourself warned. But anyway, some of the stuff that I'm honestly we've just been so busy. I'm only now kind of unpacking some of the stuff that I got from game days, and I was sick too. It was a whole thing. But anyway, I'm just kind of going through stuff. Somebody handed me. I think I said on a recent podcast or something that how cool I thought the Last Jedi poster was. Like the whole like old Luke like bathed in red over all the shit, whatever. It looked really cool. But somebody at Game Days just walked up and gave me the poster. Like, I think they worked at a movie theater or something like that. But, how awesome is that? Like, they went out of their way to bring that over. And, hopefully the movie's good, but the poster is badass. So anyway, I was like so moved by that. It's like, I didn't even remember saying that on the podcast, but it reminded someone to look for this. And I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like, I know they didn't make this, but just the fact that they went out of their way to like remember that for someone they don't really even know. I mean, maybe, you know what I mean? I guess we generally know who each other are, but I don't know. Like, that was really cool. So I got to hang that up at some point. But anyway, there was also, somebody gave me this art of Astronema from Power Rangers. This is from Talia at Thalia. I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. For some reason now I'm drawing a blank. I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. Anyway, but this is from the art. This is just they did like this Power Rangers art gallery, but I love this Astronema artwork, and they brought me that, and that was so cool. But anyway, somebody gave me this Kylo Ren little figure, like a chibi Kylo Ren. Anything Kylo Ren I love. But some stuff, oh, you know what? Somebody walked by, and during game days it was kind of just a blur, so I didn't catch everybody's name necessarily, or again, in the moment sometimes it doesn't seem like I have fully grasped what I've been given, but like in the blur of the day, somebody gave me a Gorillaz, like they burned me a CD of Gorillaz Z sides, which I had never heard, but I'm gonna have to rip that. Anyway, but some of the stuff that people made is like incredible. I hope, I'm hoping I'm saying people's names right. Melanie, I think, is, I've seen it written. I think that's how you say it, but I don't know if it's said another way. First of all, she gave me this box. It looks kind of small worldish, but inside was an action figure of me. Look at that. They made a... I haven't looked at this since game days, honestly, because it was still in the box, but they made a figure of me. Like, look at that. Isn't that incredible? They gave me the Twitter hoodie and the shirt and all that stuff. Oh, I just now noticed the Apple Watch. That's so funny. Every little detail is there. Now I have to say, they kind of gave me little face syndrome there. You got to watch out, little face syndrome. That's a Dick Tracy thing. Is little face syndrome? I remember somebody saying that about the character in Dick Tracy, but I don't know if that's a real thing. So I'm apologizing if I'm making fun of a serious thing. But anyway, that is so cool. Wow. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe that. I don't know. I guess we could display that at the office or something. I don't know if I need to see myself when I come home, but the office, that would be cool. So I'm going to put that there. Anyway, yeah, just that blew me away that, someone worked on that. You know what I mean? It's like, it gives me perspective. It's the kind of thing, like, I think back to, I don't know, before the internet or just whenever, how far someone would have to go for anyone to look at their stuff. And the fact that someone not only sees it, but it affects them enough that they make something. You know what I mean? They spend their time, their most valuable resource, on making something. It's just so like, man, I don't know. It's just heartwarming. It's just really really cool. This was given to me a couple anime expos ago. Not at Game Days, but I still have not. This is one of the coolest things anyone's ever given me. Rosie and Jay, I think he likes to be called Jay, made this and gave it over to me. They made a replica of the Sword of Darkness from Power Rangers. This was the Green Ranger's sword. And I can't believe this. Like, it's a perfect recreation of it. And it's really great. And it's not painted. It's just silver. But they said, it can be painted. And I vowed to make this my project, that I would paint it. Whenever my projects were done, that would be my passion thing. And it's still been a very busy couple of years. But at some point, I'm definitely going to paint this and mount it probably over the wall over there. But I really can't thank them enough. I was really blown away by this. Like, they've never, as far as I know, they've never sold anything like this. How many people remember the Green Ranger before? Forget the dagger. He had the Sword of Darkness back when he was a bad dude, and then they had to destroy it to turn him good, obviously. But anyway, I was just really blown away by that. So, it's stuff like that. Like, I have things like this all over my home. And it's just really rewarding and flattering to get stuff like that from people, and especially when they worked on something like that. Like, that is just really incredible. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's ever given me anything. And like I said, if I've ever seemed spaced out by it, it's just, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm so taken aback by that, and thankful and all that stuff. So I don't really know what the point of this video is, other than getting all gushy and stuff like that. I guess that's not really maybe interesting to everybody, but man, that was really cool. So yeah, I guess more than anything, I'm kind of making this a video to remind myself to paint that sword the moment I have a chance. So anyway, thank you. Just thank you to anybody who's ever just handed me something. You know what I mean? I'm scared that this is gonna not have the right songs on it, and it's gonna be like Slipknot or some shit, but regardless, thank you. If you've ever just handed me something like, hey, you might like this, just thank you. Like, that's really, really cool. Anyway, I'm filled with more snot as I've recorded this video. Ah, God. Fuck.